Hey everyone, back with another saucy Bionicle MOC update. I wasn't planning on making a third one, but the opportunity struck. I stumbled upon some spare parts that I didn't previously have access to, and I thought, you know what? Why not? They're very fun. They're very fun. To preface, the fun of the Gooner Bionicles is obviously, the superficial horny teenage boy angle, but also there's a design challenge to it, right? Bionicles are inherently mechanical and kind of janky and pistony and angular. And so there's a fun challenge to the whole, well, how do I make these robotic things as curvy as possible within the confines of a very rigid plastic Lego system that's blocky, you know? So I like the design challenge element of it. So you can see the full trio assembled here, the triplets, the Furies, whatever you want to call them. Fully assembled, including the newest one right here. I don't have names for any of them besides, Blue Sister, Red Sister, Green Sister. So that's what we'll stick with here. Um, and the green one came about just because I was looking for curvy pieces, and I noticed I had an abundance relative to other colors of green. So, and plus it would pair well. So yeah, I wasn't expecting this trio to end up being Powerpuff Girls themed, but here we are. So, the new one, without further ado, let's get into it. I tried to keep the design thematically symmetrical with the others, i.e., bits and pieces of all three sisters are scattered across each other. For example, she has opposable thumbs and like a proper hand, similar to Blue Sister, who has a proper hand and an opposable thumb. Likewise, the high heels, or what are they called? Kitten heels design of her shoes are a play on the pumps design, the pump heels design of Red Sister. Um, and then, just like Red Sister, rocks she bum, although she also has a rock she head. I will try to explain that away with some, made up headcanon in a second. But yeah, so I try to, spread thematic similarities between them for continuity to make it look like they're all part of one group, so to speak. So yeah, it really should be self-explanatory. There's not much to her. She's got two arms in the normal spots, but then of course she has six, count them, six other arms to do whatever you want with. She also has these nice little like I don't know what you'd call them, but like on gowns and stuff with the sleeves that have really really long forearm holes. That's kind of the idea, the drapery of like a medieval princess or something of that, a duchess if we want to be more regal, since she's going for a more regal vibe here than a standard princess. She's supposed to be more of like the you can see her like long brown hair / nun attire, depending on how you want to perceive it, but in general she's supposed to have sort of like an Egyptian regality vibe to her, like a spooky sort of like Egyptian scarab theme. She's also the only one of these three to have any sort of like necklace gear. So she's got like a big brooch that leads right into the, obvious cleavage. And then like a tight brown corset. The idea should be pretty self-explanatory. By the way, look how narrow she is at the center. Like there's a one stud wide section there, which is just insane given how thick she is depth-wise. Anyway, just fascinating stuff. I know I'm kind of bouncing around topics. I do these videos unscripted, so yeah, elements I've highlighted thus far. The shoes, one more bespoke design, right? These are the kitten heels, the pump heels, and then the Reebok porn sketchers, So each one of them has a very specific design. The brooch, the jewelry is unique to her. The 6 arms, well, 8 arms if we count the normal ones, are unique to her, and obviously they all pose. The inspiration for them was, if any of you guys have played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, Mistral's character, she had a bunch of little robot arms that would just be constantly groping her. So that was kind of the idea, juvenile as it may be. It was just a fun idea. And it gives her, unique identity. So there's really not much to say about her besides I'm very proud of the constructions, like how tightly that whole torso works. It's insane how dense it is, how compact it is, and how relatively visually cohesive it is. You know what I mean? There aren't a lot of unsightly gaps. There's not a lot of muddled design language. I think it's pretty coherent. And she's got a very nice curvy profile on top of it. So yeah, that's really all there is to say about her. Just wanted to show off some of the, like, the hoop earrings, the long hoop earrings that you could also interpret as like flopped it down, Lola bunny ears, if you think that's the aesthetic. There's a lot to interpret with her, you know? And I think that's probably what I like about her most, is that there's just a lot of visual interpretation. Like, for example, if you're at any sort of distance and you can't see the seam between this little green and the gold shoe piece, you can go, oh, so she's wearing thigh-high stockings. You know, if we interpret the green as being her skin color. A lot of little details like that. And I do the same thing with her, right? Like, blue is supposed to be the skin color of the Blue Sister, just like red is supposed to be the... well, in her case, red wouldn't be. Red for her is the outfit color, right? Because she's wearing that little Playboy bunny outfit. So really, gray would be her skin color. But they all have they're very deliberate in that regard. So that's really all I have to say. Kind of scattered thoughts, but you get the idea. She's cool. She's got 6 posable arms that you can do whatever you want with, on top of the 2 normal ones, so 8 total. Posable thumbs. Pretty polished backside. And a nice like hair / hood piece that really, I mean, that is a slick connection, all things considered. That is, I'm particularly proud of how tight that is. So yeah, this is the Master Builder Gooner series. I don't know if it's complete or if I'll try doing more of these in the future, but Lord knows they're a lot of fun. Oh, and as for that earlier comment I made about the Rakshi, trying to figure out why Rakshi heads in this, triplet canon can be, they can be bums, they can be breasts, as well as a face. That's tough. That's tough to explain. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe, I don't know. Leave a comment if you have thoughts on the canon of it all, or what the explanation could be. Maybe it's just that these are all masks, like in both a meta Bionicle, meta contextual way, but as well as just ontologically within the universe. Maybe these are masks, and they symbolically wear them as armor. So she's just wearing that armor on her face and her ass. You know what I mean? In the same way that these are helmets, you're not going to mistake these for regular bums. These are like, they've got faces. So maybe that's just a thing culturally. Armor plating tends to be made of face masks, and so they just place them wherever they see fit. Shaky foundations. Let's maybe not dwell on it too hard. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I shouldn't be dwelling on it so much. Anyway, comment if you like it. Comment if you have any thoughts on it, and the new one, or any of them. And while I'm recording this video, let me add the last guy to the mix. Sorry, I'm running around to go fetch him. Can't forget the patriarch of the family, although he might be too big for the frame. Yeah, so all 3, Papa Smurf and his big black Bionicle dong, and the 3 sisters. Not going to stay in the frame, but yeah, thanks for watching.